I invite you to tune in, to tune out with me, and to enjoy this beautiful adventure, this beautiful journey of life, one breath at a time. I ask that you go ahead and close your eyes and take a few deep, grounding, cleansing and purifying breaths in and out. Just watching the breath, connecting to the breath, being the breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you watch that breath enter into your body and exit again, I would like you to notice that it is your acceptance to receive that allows you to experience not only the breath, but everything that it brings you. If you were to deny this aspect of reality, it would cause all sorts of implications. To accept everything in completion is true liberation and freedom. To accept every event that you have experienced, only then will you truly be free. It is time to let go of everything that you have experienced, to make room for that which you are going to create going forwards. If you have held a weight, an event, an energetic embodiment because of past events, I invite you to release this today. To do so for yourself, but also for everybody else. If you have caused somebody some form of negativity, of trauma, of heartache, if you hold on to this yourself, you are then negatively affecting yourself and also, in truth, the other person. By letting go of all limitations, all weights that hold you back, you can ascend, you can soar, you can raise to your true potential. And in doing so, you are able to see from that higher perspective so much more clearly. You can then go about acting accordingly, doing what is right, what is true, what is just, not acting from a place of self-created limitation. By being your truest self, by living your greatest life, you inspire, liberate, and uplift others to do the same. By limiting and lowering yourself, you limit and lower everything else. It is time to choose you. It is time to choose us. It is time to choose we. It is time to choose I. Closing your eyes if they are not yet closed, and focusing inwards, not to the physical eyes, but to the mind's eye. And connected to your third eye, your pineal gland, your mind's eye, I would like for you to bring up the imagery on the screen of the event that you hold over yourself to this day. Knowing that you have access to the Akashic records, to to the internet of all things, knowing that you are able to not only experience but to create and achieve anything that your heart desires. I ask you to connect to the Akashic Records, to gain access, and to take this journey with me today. We're going to go on a journey to discover whatever learnings, whatever lessons that the subconscious mind requires in order to be able to easily and effortlessly let go of self-created resistance, friction, suffering, to let go of guilt and completion. Holding the event in mind that you feel caused another person pain and suffering, the event that you hold over yourself, that you use as a reason to limit and to restrict your personal experiences of joy, of freedom, of liberation. I'd like for you to notice that by restricting yourself, by limiting your own ability to experience happiness, this affects everybody around you. Again, likened to the sun, if the sun felt guilty for causing fires, for burning people, causing sunburn, for causing drought, and decided to go about not shining, it would negatively affect the balance of existence. It would mean that we would not be able to grow the crops required to sustain life, the countless life forms upon this planet. It's time to let go of all limitations, all weights, all that holds you back and binds you. It's time to ascend, to soar, to take your true perspective from that higher level, from the higher realms of existence. With that imagery in mind, I would like for you to actually travel back to that event now, to travel back to the event that you created that brought pain and suffering to another, that you have then held and carried with you from that moment to this. Going back to that event, I would like for you to actually float directly over the event, looking down into the situation, so that you can see everything you saw, feel everything you felt, and hear everything you heard in completion. And from this higher perspective, being able to see with a clarity of vision everything you saw, being able to hear everything that you heard, including the internal dialogue within your mind, being able to feel everything that you felt with a full embodiment of all of the energetic vibrational frequency, with all of the emotions present. I would like for you to ask your unconscious, your subconscious mind, what it is that it needs to learn from the event, the learnings of which will allow you to see the positivity in the situation, to learn and to grow from it, to fully integrate all aspects of yourself back into the whole, to stop trying to run away from who you are and what you have done, and accept it in completion, accept ownership of it, and in doing so go forwards through this journey of life, creating every moment from now. Now is the only time that exists, and now is the perfect time to free yourself from all limitations, all illusions, and all shackles that you have cast upon yourself. What is it that the subconscious mind requires? What learnings is it that you need to know the truth of who you are? That you are the universe experiencing itself, that the universe in completion is perfect just as it is, and that every situation and experience and event that has brought you to this point now, that you have created has been perfect to bring you to now. And that now is the perfect time to experience what is required to then create the world of true equality and liberation for all going forward. I ask you to fully and completely tune into the music and to listen to the subconscious mind and to integrate those learnings into every fibre of your being, across every lifetime, timeline, dimension and reality. Go ahead and embody the truth of who you are. Go ahead and see that everything you have done has led to the growth, the expansion, the liberation of yourself and everybody else included. Go ahead and remember. Remember who you are. Remember why you are here. Remember that which you need to remember, to learn that which you need to learn, to achieve that which you are here to achieve. Very good. Are there any more learnings the subconscious mind requires? Are there any more learnings the subconscious mind needs in order to be able to see the truth that everything you have experienced has been created by yourself, for yourself, and that the person who has experienced it in the other side, from the other perspective, has actually created the event for themselves to learn and to grow from? That you have just been a character in their game, in their play, as you are one. Within theirs as they are within yours, that it is all perfect, that it is all co-created. Good. And as you watch that sun shine down upon you and fully breathe in the truth of who you are, the unlimited potential that you house within you, that you can shine and express from you, knowing that by removing all layers of illusion, of limitation, that you can shine true, that you can then go forward and create a world of true equality for everybody, including you. That by loving yourself, through acceptance of yourself, you can actually go about accepting and loving everybody else. It all starts and ends with you. And by letting go of the past, by letting go of any form of restriction or limitation, you create the world of true equality for all. You are the change which you wish to see in the world. It all starts and ends with you. And with all that information, allowing for all the information to be fully and completely absorbed and embodied, I ask that you go ahead and actually raise up, float up even higher, floating all the way back to the very start of time. And from that perspective, I would like for you to look back down into the event that you used to actually condemn yourself for, that you held over yourself. And looking down into it now, I would like for you to try to find any form of self-created guilt, of repression, any feeling of trying to run away or deny reality as it is. And looking down into the event to notice that you can't find it. Because with that full acceptance of everything, knowing that it is all perfect and it all exists in harmony, it's clear to see that the events that have been experienced, that have been created, have all been perfect to lead you to this moment of now. Very good. I'd like for you now to look back to this current present moment in time, looking all the way back to now. And I'd like for you to actually start to travel, to journey, to float all the way back to now, fully integrating all the truths, all the lessons, all the learnings that you required. Having unearthed, unlocked the truth of who you are, go ahead and integrate them into completion, into every fibre of your being, across every lifetime, timeline, dimension and reality. Lock it in place, secure it, fasten it into every molecule, every atom of your being, and even the space between. And floating all the way back to now, only as quickly or as slowly as is necessary, is required to ensure that you have fully and completely integrated the truth of who you are, the reason that you are here, and how to go about creating the most beautiful, joyful and blissful version of yourself, to be able to do the same for everybody else. Knowing that it all starts and ends with you. Go ahead and float all the way back down into your body, noticing that the shift in your consciousness within your physical form has changed. The areas of blockage and resistance, the areas of tension and strain have melted away, have dissipated and dissolved, being returned to the universe at large. Take a moment to fully settle back into now, to ground all this information fully and completely into your conscious, your subconscious self. The integrations will continue throughout the rest of the day, and you will have some very vivid and educational dreams. I ask that you join us again tomorrow for tomorrow's episode, the final episode of the 12 Days of Christmas, housed on the Mainstream Meditation channel, with the rest of the series being on the Cosmic Surfer YouTube channel. Tomorrow will be a grounding meditation, locking in place everything that we have discovered and learnt throughout this beautiful series, taking you on a step-by-step journey from the first breath right through to this freedom and inner completion work that you have just experienced, that you have just achieved, that you have just created for yourself. You have created the intention, you have showed up and dedicated the time to achieve this transformation. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart and with all my soul for who you are and for everything that you do. It all starts and ends with you. Thank you again for joining me in this beautiful episode of Mainstream Meditation. Tuning in to tune out and enjoying the adventure of life, one breath at a time. I look forward to connecting with you again and for countless episodes to come as we continue to expand our consciousness, our awareness of self. And in doing so, we cause the very expansion of the universe itself. Love, light, and infinite blessings. Namaste.